Hello everyone, in this video I'll be translating and summarizing the latest Urdu broadcast by Imran Riaz Khan to make it accessible for our English-speaking audience. Let's go through the key developments and insights in Imran Riaz Khan's words. First of all, let's talk about Bajar, where an operation was being carried out. According to the current information, that operation has been temporarily halted because there has been strong public backlash. A statement came from the Chief Minister of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. In my life, I've never seen such a confused statement. It's a 10-minute statement. I listened to the entire 9 minutes and 52 seconds twice, trying to understand what he was actually trying to say. I'll share what I wrote down. It's likely that Awami Gandapur was contacted. Definitely, especially since he made a statement a few days ago. He said that whenever we arrest terrorists, Pakistan's intelligence agencies come and claim them as their own, saying these are our people, working for us, and they get them released. This demoralizes the police, boosts terrorism, and empowers terrorists. That's how they gain strength. Now let me share the current situation with you, but first Gandapur's statement. He said a conspiracy is creating distance between the army and the public. Now the question is, who is doing this? Gandapur himself has said multiple times that it's due to the military establishment's wrong decisions, their policies, or the actions of the institution itself. These are causing rifts between the army and the public. Imran Khan has said this not once but 1,000 times. In his last tweet, he even held General Asim Munir responsible for this, saying his actions are harming the institution and damaging the army. So, if the public is getting distant from the army, PTI leaders, Gandapur and many human rights activists all say this is the result of the institution's policies, whereas the establishment's loyal journalists say that the institution no longer cares what people think or if the public is distancing itself. So everyone acknowledges this, and Gandapur himself used to say this. But now when he says there's a conspiracy creating a divide, he doesn't name anyone. Why not name who is responsible? Then Gandapur also said, terrorists take refuge in populated areas. So when action is taken, civilians get hurt. Hence, terrorists should not be allowed to remain in residential areas. Security forces are our guests, and anyone who attacks them will be dealt with. It's our ancestral tradition to protect guests. We must thank the martyrs and their families. No thanks can be enough. Then he said, jirgas will be held across Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, involving elders, political representatives and others. The purpose is to listen to everyone's concerns and then hold a grand jirga to ensure proper implementation of decisions. Then he said, God willing, we will win this war. Later he said, we have already won this war. So on one hand, Gandapur is talking about fighting, clearing out terrorists from residential areas and protecting the forces. Then, suddenly, around 6 minutes and 4 seconds into the statement, he says, there is no operation happening and that it isn't happening because displacement of civilians would be damaging. It seemed like Gandapur was playing both sides. As he once admitted himself, I play on both sides of the wicket because I have people on both sides. But it now seems that he is failing to play either side properly. He couldn't complete either narrative. He's riding two boats at once. He is unable to address public outrage against the operation, and perhaps, under pressure from the establishment, which is common, he's unable to fully implement that stance either. So Awami Gandapur gave a half-hearted, confused response. Then he spoke about the mineral resources issue. He said, this is our asset, the asset of our people, and propaganda is being spread that someone else is taking it. I tell you, the authority remains with us. It was neither asked from us, nor will we give it. But on the other hand, Murad Saeed talks about the minerals, Chandana Gulzar talks about minerals, and 90% of PTI members, including its provincial government, talk about it. They say this is a battle over mineral resources. So when Gandapur says this is propaganda, is it being done by his own party, his own people, his own province's public? Let him clarify who is spreading this propaganda. Was the question raised in Parliament about how FWO, a subsidiary of the army, got the contract for copper mining in KP without a tender false? Was there any bidding? Was a tender held, or was the contract simply handed over? This was questioned in Parliament. Is it wrong to ask? Gandapur didn't address this. He claimed they will act, but did not even mention the additional powers given to the army in KP. So it feels like Gandapur is under pressure. Clearly. My personal analysis is he is under pressure from the establishment, which, as we all know, does exert pressure in Pakistan. You can feel it. Just a few days ago, Gandapur wasn't saying what he is now. But let's look at where PTI stands today. PTI leaders are standing firmly with the people of KP. From the footage I've seen, Junaid Akbar says, "We are against any military operation. Let the institutions first tell us the results of previous operations. If they were successful, why are terrorists back?" Earlier we were told, when the Taliban take over in Afghanistan, terrorism will end. But now look at what's happening. He also said the KP government must halt this operation immediately, and that the KP government has constitutional authority to make decisions. If the government doesn't change its attitude, we will take action and rise against them, he said. So, while Gandapur is trying to play both sides, Junaid Akbar has clearly chosen the public side. This protest is intense and frightening. A massive number of people came out. They even carried the dead body of an innocent child. I haven't seen such a large crowd in Bajar in a long time, especially after just one day of operation. Shahid Khattak also shared some pictures. Gulzafar Khan, a local resident, also shared pictures. There were fierce slogans raised, even against the forces as well as against terrorism. The Awami National Party, or ANP, made a demand. You may remember Maulana Kanzaib was martyred recently. When Aimal Wali Khan went to that area despite the danger, he met with the family. It was a commendable gesture. Maulana Kanzaib was a strong opponent of the operation, a big obstacle in its way. Yet his killers were not caught, no action was taken. Think about it. He was against the operation, so why would a terrorist kill him? Only someone who opposes peace would do that, someone who wants unrest. ANP made a demand. Nisabaz Khan, a provincial assembly member, met with the speaker and said, "Don't wait for Monday, call a special assembly session tomorrow evening to discuss this. Law and order in KP is deteriorating. The state has started a covert operation in Bajar and innocent civilians are being targeted." This was the official statement from ANP. The final scene. A young child, wearing a traditional shalwar kameez, lifeless, wrapped in cloth. The family carries the body and joins the Bajar protest, asking, what was this child's fault? What did he do? Salim Zeb Afridi writes, "In the land of the Pashtuns, under state oppression and military operations, we never see the bodies of terrorists, only the innocent children. We can see dead bodies. This is a kind of ethnic cleansing, and the laps of Pashtun mothers are being emptied. These are extremely tragic scenes. I've seen more such scenes. Videos I have with me show women and children walking on stones, evacuating their areas. Once again, displacement is happening in Bajar. Is this the fate of the Pashtuns? Will they keep being displaced like this? There have been about 20 operations in this single province, and yet no peace has been achieved. Thousands of lives have been lost during each operation, and still peace hasn't come to Balochistan or Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. 20 operations have been reported in KP alone. Locals claim this is the 22nd operation. Mohsin Dawar has also issued a strong statement on this. The questions asked by Maulana Kanzaib have gone viral on social media. He asked, "We vacated our homes, but our houses, markets and entire town became deserted. The ones the operation was against, how did they return?" That was his question. Gulzafar Khan, who, contested elections in Bajar from Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf, stated that a PTI member was martyred there and later his brother contested in his place, but then defected to Shahbaz Sharif's cabinet. Holding the Holy Quran, a large number of people came out and said 3 people were martyred and over 20 injured in Bajar due to shelling. Today, we will break the curfew and march, and so people did just that. The KP government also announced that no one can impose curfew or enforce Section 144 there. The people of Bajar are marching in defiance. Gulzafar Khan stated, "Holding the Holy Quran in our hands and wearing black armbands, we will stand in front of both terrorist groups and say, 'Let us live.' They said, 'We are terrorized from both sides, Taliban and the army, because bullets from both fall on us. We are being crushed from both ends, Taliban on one side, security forces on the other, and after 21 operations, no solution has emerged. Now the people say, we will find our own solution.' So they went and sat outside Taliban hideouts, who asked for time till the 5th to vacate the area. They said, 'Give us until the 5th and we will leave.' The next day, an operation began. As of now, according to reports, the operation has been halted temporarily, and Mohammed Fahim, a senior journalist, has reported this. I will continue sharing updates on this operation with you as they come in. Now for other news. There was supposed to be an all-parties conference that the government tried to block using underhanded tactics. Allama Raja Nasir Abbas gave a statement about this, as did Mustafa Nawaz Khokar. It was to be held at Tulip Hotel, Islamabad, but Islamabad's administration pressured the hotel to cancel it. Khokar asked, do they want to turn Pakistan into North Korea, where opposition doesn't exist? Was any PDM conference blocked during Imran Khan's tenure? Holding a conference is our constitutional right. Imran Khan never blocked it. He considered protest legitimate within legal and constitutional bounds. Even Tehreek-e-Labaik's or TLP's protests, despite being controversial, were tolerated because of their demands. When Macron insulted the Prophet, peace be upon him in France, TLP protested, and rightly so. But after the PDM came to power, their ministers hugged Macron, including Bilawal Bhutto. No protest happened against that. Why didn't TLP react? Now they just rant on social media and hurl abuses, despite writing above, ready to die for the Prophet, peace be upon him. Below they use filthy language. It really makes you wonder, what are their scholars teaching them? They preach about love for the Prophet, but show no character. On top they write emotional slogans. Below they write insults and personal attacks. Senator Alama Nasir Abbas has also strongly criticised this behaviour. Another major issue, honestly, is that Shia pilgrims, or Zairine heading to Iran and Iraq by land, have suffered billions in losses due to sudden travel bans. Pilgrims had made bookings, but now they're being told that land travel is not safe because of law and order issues. Ironically, just days ago, the Interior Minister claimed terrorists were weak, and now says law and order can't be maintained. Now let's talk about the sugar mafia. Geo News reported that the Prime Minister has decided to confront the powerful sugar mafia. But imagine this, the same Prime Minister, Shahbaz Sharif, was previously accused in a billion-rupee money laundering case related to Ramzan sugar mills during Imran Khan's tenure. The FIA filed a case, investigations were conducted, and Hamza and Salman Shahbaz were named. Salman Shahbaz fled to the United Kingdom, and several key witnesses mysteriously died, including a peon named Maqsood. Shahbaz Sharif allegedly made a deal with General Batwa, not only escaping conviction but also becoming Prime Minister. And now he claims to be fighting the sugar mafia. An inquiry report shows that 5 lakh tons of sugar import was approved by Ishaq Dar's committee. Documents from the Food Ministry confirm this. Meanwhile, the sugar barons have made 300 billion rupees, according to the Auditor General of Pakistan. The Public Accounts Committee has demanded a list of who earned how much. Now Geo News reports that after exporting sugar, its price will reach 256 rupees per kilogram by October. It is already above 200 rupees per kilogram. These are billions being looted from the public while their wallets are being emptied. During Imran Khan's time, 80 rupees per kilogram sugar was considered expensive. Now 200 plus is called cheap. Also, wheat and sugar imports under the current health minister are under investigation. More reports are coming. Let me tell you how mafias operate. A 50-year-old newspaper headline during Ayub Khan's time read, "Sugar thieves will not be spared." And now, 50 years later, Shahbaz Sharif says he will confront the sugar mafia. But they are all one family, Zardari, the Sharifs and their cronies. So now they'll fight amongst themselves? They think the public is foolish, but they're not. People remember. As for Imran Khan, I have some updates about his children. They have Pakistani identity cards and will come to Pakistan. Finally, Donald Trump has dropped a bomb on India, but we'll discuss that in the next vlog. That wraps up our translation of Imran Riaz Khan's video. I hope this English version helped you understand his message better. Please like, share and subscribe to Awami Lens to help our community grow. Don't forget to leave a comment below and let me know what you thought of this effort.